Hello guys, today is the day that I've been teasing for months now. The biggest upgrade to my YouTube channel as well as my gaming is finally here. So let's get into the video. And yes, I know I'm wearing my Mario hat, but that does not mean that it is going to be the thing that you are thinking of. Because the surprise is going to be much bigger than you initially think. Yeah, so I've been teasing this day for months and months now, and I've been wanting it for ages and ages. Yeah, you may know what it is, but let's just wait and see of what it is. So let's get into the video. But before I start, I'm going to need a little help from two special people that you may know from the franchise. Let me grab them. So the main character, Mario, will be helping me today in my video, as well as his brother, Luigi. So let's get started with the video. It's me, Mario, and today we are unboxing something legendary. So let's get started. Yes, Mario, we are unboxing something legendary. So let's get started. It's me, Mario, and the thing we've been waiting for months. The legendary item is finally here, so let's see what it is. Yes, Mario, let's see what it is. So, as you can see, this is the item that I've been teasing for months. The Nintendo Switch 2 is finally here with me in my room right now. So, I can't believe this is actually real, because I've been wanting the Switch 2 ever since I heard about it, all the way back when they first announced it on the official Nintendo YouTube channel. And I was super excited when I heard that they were making a sequel to their original Nintendo Switch console that released a whole 8 years ago. So this is my original Nintendo Switch. It's still in decent condition, but since it is getting quite old now, it is showing its age a little bit, like where it's scratched up and that. But part of that's because I bought it second hand as well. Because I first got into the Nintendo Switch franchise back in February of 2024. Yeah, because I wanted to get one, because I saw a lot of people talking about it, and some of my friends already have Nintendo Switch consoles, so I thought I'd finally get one. And as I was saying, when I heard about the new one coming out, I was super excited to get my hands on it. So let's get into the unboxing. Just move Mario and Luigi out of the way so we can unbox it. So let's open this up. So this is the Nintendo Switch 2 console with Mario Kart World Bundle. Yeah, it's got a download code inside to download the game. So a few things have changed. They've changed the box design and size slightly, because the old one was quite wide, if you remember it. And also, it's still got the security seal. So let's open this up with my unboxing. Wow, that is a big change. Move the box sideways so it's slightly easier to get it into frame. So let me just grab my other Nintendo Switch so I can compare it to you guys. So this is the old Nintendo Switch. So a few things that are different now. The old Joy-Cons used to release with this push button at the back, but the new ones are now slightly bigger, and they are also magnetic with magnets here and here, because these buttons are actually made out of metal, so they can magnetize to the console. So let's take everything out of the box that you get with the Switch 2. So you get the Joy-Con 2 magnetic. Wow, it's got a very nice smooth finish, matte black this time, compared to the old red and blue Joy-Cons where they are just matte black. And here's the second one. So these are the Joy-Cons. They're about the same weight as the old ones, but they're much larger. Meaning if you're playing like this with a friend or family member on the big screen, it's slightly easier and easier to use. So as I was saying, the SL and the SR buttons are now metal, and they have also got a built-in mouse mode. So if you want to use them on any games that are supported with mouse mode, you can. Yeah, there's not many more games that support this at the moment, but Nintendo have been talking about releasing more. Yeah, for the brand new feature. At the moment, the only game that I know of that supports the new mouse mode is Drag and Drive, where you can play as a character in a mobility wheelchair moving around the game with a basketball. It's like a basketball game. And this is the Switch 2. Wow, this is much bigger than the old one. Let me just grab my Switch to compare it. So as you can see, it is much larger. So this is the Switch 2 and this is the old one. So it's much longer as well as slightly taller, but it is the same thickness. Wow, that is one nice screen. And also the screen already has a built-in screen protector. As you can see, you can just about see it, but it's got a built-in screen protector, and Nintendo does advise not to remove the built-in screen protector because it is a plastic screen protector that they apply ready for when you get it. Yeah, so you don't scratch the screen. And it's also now got a USB-C port on the top of the tablet or the Switch 2. Yeah, so it's got one USB-C port at the top and one at the bottom. And it's also got a brand new style of kickstand that pulls out like that and goes all the way to 90 degrees. And you've got some nice little rubber feet here as well, so it doesn't slip on the table. So let's just move this out of the way momentarily. So you can play it in different modes like that, on tabletop with the Joy-Cons. Yeah, like that in tabletop. Or you've got handheld, of course. So now let's try the magnetic Joy-Cons. Oh, that is one nice magnetic click. So let's try that again. And to release it, just click the release button and just pull it away, like that. And it is very strong as well. Yeah, I'm not going to test its proper strength because I don't want to break it. Let's attach on the other Joy-Con. Oh, so it is much larger now in the hands. Let's have a look at what else we got in the box. Let's move this out of the way and go back to the box. So in the box you get your power adapter. You will get a power adapter for whatever region you are in. So in the UK you get the 3-prong plug, and in the US or anything else you'll get the plug for your region. So the plug is slightly smaller this time, and it's got a removable cable because the old plug didn't have a removable cable. Then we've got a cable here which will be for the switch plug, and of course we've got the classic Joy-Con grip. This is the grip for the Joy-Con 2. So let's get the Joy-Con 2 and attach them. So these just attach on like that, and then like that, and then you've got the Joy-Con grip. So in my personal opinion, this new Joy-Con grip is much better because it's got a slightly more matte finish than the old one, and it's bigger as well to accommodate for the new Joy-Con 2. And apologies about the lighting because I'm in my gaming room and I don't really have that good a lighting in here for recording. And then we've got the TV dock for using it on a TV or monitor. In my case it'll be a monitor. Wow, so this is much larger than the old one. So the new one has still got two USB ports on the outside, but then as well on the inside of here you've got the USB-C port for power, HDMI and an Ethernet, and that's the inside of the dock. And then slightly different this time, so it's not a flap, it's just this that slides on. Like that. And one other new thing to note, the game card holder does not open up from the front no more, it opens up from the back. where you just pull it like that, and then you put your game in there, and it's a slightly smoother finish now, so it just smooths, pulls in and out. Yeah, like what I mean. So like the old one, it had a bit of a click to it. It still does, but it now glides more easily. So let's move all of the packaging out of the way, and let's see what else I got. And also guys, I saw a rumour somewhere that you can put the magnetic Joy-Cons on upside down. So let's debunk this and see if it is true. Oh, so it is true, you can put them upside down or backwards, but there's not really any need for that because they don't actually work upside down or backwards. They only work in the way they are supposed to. So let's put the other Joy-Con on. So let's power it on for the first time. There's the Nintendo logo we're all used to. Just putting it up to the speaker so you can hear this. So that's a booting sound that you get when you first load the console for the first time. So, to set it up, let me go through the steps with you. So, if you are a first time Nintendo person that's only just got one, you would need to set up an account online first on your phone or device. So I've already got one set up, so I can just sign into mine, but if you do need to make one, just go to the Nintendo website and you can make an account. So select whatever country you're in. So I'm English UK. So Europe. Next. Then you connect to your internet network for whichever one you are. Then you select whichever one you are. Then you would enter the password for whatever network you are. So I'm just going to sign in to my Wi-Fi and then I'll show you guys the next step. So after you've signed into your Wi-Fi network, it will prompt you to do a system update where the data will be downloaded. So click next on that one and then select what time zone you are. So you've got all the different time zones. So over here it's UK, so that'd be London, Dublin and Lisbon. And then you can now use your Nintendo Switch 2 console in a variety of play styles to suit when, where and how you'd like to play. So you've got handheld, tabletop, sitting down or on the big screen with your Joy-Con controller. And it says play styles. You can adjust the stand so that you can see the screen from your preferred angle when playing in tabletop mode. And the charging cable can be connected from either the top or the bottom for ease of use. So to detach the Joy-Cons, hold the release button and pull gently outwards like that. And then let's do the second one. So let's put these onto the Joy-Con grip. You can play with the console connected to a TV. You can use the accessories that come with the console to change how you hold the Joy-Con controllers. So you can play like the first one with the Joy-Con 2 grip, or you've also got some little straps in your box as well. You can switch between play styles whenever you like. Choose your preferred play style for now to continue. So then it will prompt to start system update. So you click start on that one, and then it will shut down to update. And now, if you've already got a Nintendo Switch, you can either system transfer, or if you're a first-time Nintendo user, like I was saying for a Nintendo Switch, you can just don't transfer. So for you guys out there that have already got a Nintendo Switch, so just grab your old Nintendo Switch and load it up. And if you're interested, these are the games I've got. So I've got Super Smash Bros, Sonic Racing Crosswords, as well as the original Mario Kart 8 ARMS. Like, I have heard a lot of people saying before that ARMS isn't a good game, but in my own personal opinion, it's a great game. I've got Battlezone, which was originally just a game on PlayStation, but now it's come to Nintendo. I've got Pokemon DX, Mario and Sonic Olympics, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I'm still completing that one halfway through. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I haven't started that one yet, but I had it for a while. And then my favourite all-time game, Sonic Forces. I would highly recommend you go and try this one if you're a Sonic fan, because it's a really good game. So to system transfer, go to settings, then go all the way to the bottom to system, then go down to the option for system transfer to Nintendo Switch 2. Select that, next. Then click that one. So first you have to sign into your Nintendo account, so let me just do that now. So now that I'm signed into my Nintendo account, click next on the old Switch, next on that one as well. So you have to move them together to receive data. So you have to connect a cable to this to start receiving data. I did not know that, so let's do that now. So once you're connected to each Nintendo Switch, click start receiving data on the Switch 2. And then it will transfer all of your game data and everything from your old Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch Lite to the Switch 2. And if you've got any photos that you want to download, you will need to insert the micro SD card from your old Switch into your new one for the Switch 2. But that will only transfer photos, not game data, because the Switch 2 only supports micro SD express cards. But don't worry, all of the game data will still transfer because it's saved in Nintendo's system. So I've got 13%, 4 minutes remaining. And also guys, for anyone who purchased the bundle, you will get a code to download the game, not a physical game cartridge. So it's still receiving data. 1 minute remaining. So now the system transfer is complete. Press OK and grab your Joy-Cons, press the home button, this is the only time you will see this animation. You only get this animation for the very first time power on, or if it's factory reset, then you get it as well. So let's get it connected to my gaming monitor. So for connecting it to monitors or TVs, it's basically the same method as before. Just connect the HDMI cable and the power cable. And if you want to use a wired Ethernet, just connect a wired Ethernet cable. But I've got wireless internet, so I don't need that. So now let's put it onto the dock for the very first time. So your TV or monitor will prompt you. So if you've got a monitor or TV that supports HDR, you can set that up. Mine does, so I'm going to configure that. So for that, just configure the light. And you can adjust the display brightness like that. So now I'll show you guys how to redeem your download code for Mario Kart World. So first it will download all of your games that you've already got in your library, including your digital games. This is your mouse mode. So it works like a computer mouse, which is cool. And then you've got, this is your clicker. So that's mouse mode. So now let's head over to the eShop. Much faster loading time now as well. So here, to go onto the eShop for the first time, you have to sign in again. So just do that on your phone or mobile device. So now that you're on your eShop, scroll all the way down to the bottom to redeem code and then just enter your code. So the Switch 2 is all set up now. So that is it for this unboxing video and my first impressions, and I absolutely love this and I would totally recommend you go and get one if you already have a Nintendo Switch. And also, once you've set up your Switch 2, you can still use your old Switch, but if you try to go onto any games, it will just tell you that you need to load the game card because it's loaded them all to the new one. So you can just factory reset your old one now if you don't want to use it no more. So that's it for this video. See you guys next time.